Okay, hey, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and we'll get everybody in. I'm gonna mute everybody if I can. I don't know, we'll see. Um, and then I'm sure we'll have a few more people join us. I know Patsy Palmer is leaving town tomorrow morning, very, very early. So I don't know if she'll be joining us. But there she is, speak of the devil. I mean, the angel. And then I know Rhonda messaged that her husband's brother is not doing well, his cancer. And then Sarah lost her aunt to cancer. And so we've got some folks on our team who need some extra prayers right now. So just keep that positive, crafty energy going. I love it when you guys share your projects. Elena, thank you so much for sharing on the page. I've been loving the new ink colors. They're so fun. They're so bright though. Like I am definitely like, all right, what am I going to do with you? Like, but it's good. I wanted to go over, I know Jill's not here yet, but Jill had, she earned a $5 coupon, like a monthly coupon that I have from last month. She was the only person in March who had she did 500 in sales. And so yay, Jill, clapper, clapper, woo, good job, Jill. So don't forget that you can check that document. It's a spreadsheet. I have it linked. I need to pin it to the top now that we can have more than two things pinned to the top of the group, which is nice. I'll pin it to the top. So I'll repost that. You guys are always welcome to go in and check out your balance and kind of see who's doing what. And you can definitely see, people's businesses ebb and flow, when life stuff comes up. Because there's that thing called life and stuff happens and we know it. So but it's good. And then I wanted to pull some prize winners from our monthly challenges. We've had a few people participating over the last couple of months. And so I ran my wheel of names, which is that's a fun way to draw a prize, by the way. And I did the wheel of names, and I have the Memories and More challenge, Sarah won. And then the tic-tac-toe challenge, Melissa Ramirez won. Yay! And then the catalogs, it's in 10 catalogs, Patsy won. So yay! So I have a couple of choices for prizes, so I'll let you guys pick first. So one of them, Mom, I know you were eyeing these, so Kim will recognize it. I had a couple extra of these Waze bags from my Charleston retreat. So let me tell you what they. Yes, let me tell you what they are, and then you can decide if you want it. But Kim gave an endorsement. So it's actually a sandwich bag. It's a reusable sandwich bag. It actually has it's food safe on the inside, and it has a light plastic liner, and it fits your sandwich really well. But you could use it for craft stuff or whatever you want. I don't know what Kim's using it for. If she's using it for sandwiches or other things, no, I didn't think this was your sandwich bag. Sandwich bag. What are you putting in there, Kim? Oh, you've got stamps in there.
Yeah, I haven't unpacked it from Charleston. So these are all my paper pumpkin stamps.
It's amazing. It's very sturdy and they're square. So they're they're sandwichy sized. So they're I don't know, almost 7 by, almost 7, like 6.5 by 6.5. So this is one of the items. So I'm offering that. I have several of those. I also have a set of the pastel pearls. And I also have a set of the Basic Waves jewels. So if that's of interest. And then the other thing I have is I have some ribbons that were part of combo packs that have been separated from their friends, but are still gorgeous. The black and white twine, the mint macaron check, the misty moonlight and silver twine, and then this is a pale papaya, thin ribbon. So your choice. So Melissa, Patsy, what's your pleasure?
I want the bag.
I figured you would want the bag. Patsy was already messaging me about that. So Melissa, what's your choice?
I'll take the bag.
Okay, well, good choice. Good choice. So, hey, Anne, nice to see you. Hey, Kathleen. So Kathleen, I have this thing sitting on my desk because I wanted to show you, and then you must run to Target immediately because I think you'll think it's adorable. So I got it this weekend in the dollar spot. It was like $5. It's one of those because it's metal. So it's actually a wood back with the buffalo check, and then this part is metal, and it actually fits like your letters. Like you can hang it by your like. I mean, my postman doesn't come on my front door, but I know. I figured, yes. I was like, oh, Kathleen will like this. So I might put it for like outgoing post, like an outgoing mailbox in the house. So anyway, I'm excited. Target, we had to return some things and they were like, we can only give you in-store credit. I'm like, oh, darn. Okay. We haven't used it all. Okay, well, good. Well, I wanted to make sure that I gave out prizes for our challenges that we've done so far. And I love that buffalo. I know it's just so pretty. It's so classic to me. Makes me so happy. And I just about died when I saw it in the dollar spot. And I know they're not all created equal, they're not all dollar spots are good, but yeah, I figured this was a good find. So Target needs to cut me a piece of this action, because if I put this on my Instagram, I'm sure it'll blow up. Like people are going to die. Speaking of, I think that stamping around the catalog, I think they mentioned me in their stories again, but I missed the mention. And I think I know what it was. I think it was actually, it might have been the library stamp set, the I enjoy every chapter of our friendship one that we made. But yes, I'm like, because I'm not on Instagram, like, man, if you miss that story, it's 24 hours, then you're out of the loop. But anyway, so this month, the monthly packet project was the spring sampler. I am still getting a couple pieces in. Sarah, with her aunt and everything like that, she had the pieces made, but she didn't get them mailed. So now she's having Tom mail them. And I've still got a couple more I'm getting into. So those will go back out, and I'll post a picture of that when it's all ready and done. Next month's monthly meeting packet planner project, whatever, for us, I don't know what Candy and Rhonda, like, I don't know what that looks like. It is going to be something around the new in colors. And she said it's going to be a business tool. So sometimes I find those like super awesome and usable, and sometimes I think they're really weird. So I don't know what the project is yet, but there will be that. But I'm going to do a try it kind of thing where I'll have a couple of the new papers, so a couple of the new DSPs, and we'll do a couple cards from there. So I got all the DSP that was available to give right now. So I've got the masculine, and so I'm going to be playing with that a little bit. And then I got the hues of happiness, those really pretty kind of rainbow flowers, which I'm really excited about. And then I got the black and white as well, because I think that could be really nice, the new black and white flowers. I forget what it's called. It's not hand pinned. I know that's not it. Perfectly sketched. I don't know. Yeah, so you're grabbing your catalog. I too need to grab mine because I can't remember what that's called. And I would say you should have gotten your catalog that was, thank you, that was directly mailed to you from Stampin' Up. I think I got mine a solid week, maybe 2 weeks ago. But you also should have gotten, if you're doing OnTour, then hopefully you got that as well with your stamp set. What is this black and white paper called? Perfectly Penciled. See, I don't know. I knew it was penciling and perfect and something. Yeah, the new papers are really pretty, and I think they're a real highlight of the catalog. I am doing the paper share, the paper party, again, because I thought it went really well. And you guys get the discounted price for that. So don't forget that. I put it in the newsletter, but I also, I'm pretty sure I put it in the newsletter. I did. Yes. And I'm giving you guys like it's $10 off. So it's $45. And then we just have to figure out the shipping. So, but it'll most likely be like the $8 priority shipping because I can fit it in a legal size mailer. If you have questions about that, let me know. I can probably let me drop the link for that in the chat just in case. And then, all right, I've got my little list of items. So, monthly packet project news. So tomorrow is the deadline to register for the Creativity Now event. The Creativity Now event is a new event that they're trying for demonstrators only. I can see if it went well. I could see them wanting to do something like this for customers. And so they're doing, it's no business talk, just crafting, 4 hours in June, and you have 1 month to review the recording. So that is nice. That's a little different than like OnTour, which there's no recording for us to review. So the actual event is June 18th. Yeah, the actual event's June 18th, and it's at 5 o'clock Central, so 6 o'clock. So it's a Saturday night. What are you doing on a Saturday night? Nothing, right? Yeah. You're crafting with us. It's an interesting model, and it definitely took me a little while to like wrap my head around it. But basically, you know, they have a suite of products that are going to come out in the mini July to December catalog, and they want to get that into the hands of demonstrators early, and they want people crafting and playing with it. And so by buying a ticket to this, you get a free set of gems, which is nice that they gave us some kind of product. I think that they know that we want product with our event cost. And then you get early access to buy the suite if you want to in your May order. So starting in May, you could order the suite. And it is a suite. It has ribbon, embellishments, paper, stamps, and dies. And I think it's $79 for the suite. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows different. It's very soft. It's not Christmassy. And it's very like, I could see it working kind of all occasions, sort of like Eden's Garden, but prettier maybe. I wasn't a huge fan of Eden's Garden. It has some nice plant motifs, but it looks like there's a lot of rose gold in it too, which is nice. I think rose gold is coming back again. So I just wanted to tell you about Creativity Now, give you my 3 cents worth. Is it in the new catalog? It's not in the new catalog. It will be $82.25. Thank you, Kathleen. It'll be in the new mini catalog, which is really interesting. Yeah, it's really weird. So one of the things that I thought is like, if you are close to another demonstrator or you want to like split the kit, you know, that might be an interesting, like if you're like, I like it, but I'm not sure I love it. You know, that's one way to think about it. You could also not early order it and do the event and have your mind changed otherwise, right? You know, you probably will by the time it's over. Plus, it would be available for you to order in June anyway, because June's pre-order for the fall mini catalog. So no big deal, you know. You know, you could craft with something else during that time too. They're going to give us a PDF as well with directions, which is nice. And so you could, you know, cut other paper and do other things, you know, and still craft along with everybody. It's going to be one big Zoom party. From what I understand, they've got DDMs and product managers and people in the company, but not just US based. So they'll have like someone from Germany and someone from, you know, which is always fun to kind of see the different styles. And I don't know, I enjoy hearing demonstrators present in English laden with accents of other countries. So it's always fun. So yeah, any questions about Creativity Now? Yeah, stamp set, designer series paper, dies, ribbon, and accessories. Yeah, and to me, they looked like little leafy metal thingies, the accessories did when you kind of zoomed in.
And it's 35.
Hey, Melissa.
Yeah, it's $39, I think, for the event. Okay. Yes, Anne.
And is the Is the registration still open? I might be confusing it with something else, but there was something that had a deadline that I missed.
Yeah, so the registration for this is still open. It's open through the 19th, which is
Okay.
tomorrow, right? Today's the 18th. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is still open and you can still get that. You might have missed the registration for OnTour.
Yes, that's.
Which was the spring one. I don't know. I mean, it was good. There was a lot of networking sessions. And Kim, you haven't had yours yet, right? Okay. So there's a lot of networking sessions. So you're chatting with their demos, which some people love and some people hate. And then the presentations I felt like on the product were good. They covered the tea set. They covered the new masking paper that's coming out. Which the actual presentation on that wasn't fabulous, but the product itself is really cool. So, and then what was the other, got my notes here. And the other thing they covered, I'm not giving away anything for you, Kim, I promise. Oh yeah, that one was about a bundle. I don't even remember. I didn't write down what bundle it was on. I think I liked the tips more than I liked the samples. Does that make sense? But the tea suite was pretty heavily covered.
I like that.
I liked it a lot more after I saw it. And of course, I mean, I enjoy, chatting with other people. But it was good. I mean, I thought it was a generally good. I like the new masking paper. I'm excited about that. But I don't think that you've like missed so much that you can't, move on with your life, So but yes, Creativity Now is through tomorrow and 39. Am I right? No, 35. You're right. Yeah, 35. You're right, Patsy. So that's one thing that's going on right now among many, many, many other things, right? The big news that will come out tomorrow that you didn't hear from me tonight is that we are having a flash sale with free shipping this week. Yay! So they've definitely been timing these towards the end of a pending month. I'm noticing a pattern. So for demonstrators who are in pending, who need X amount to get out of pending, they're definitely doing these in pending month. We don't know the date of the flash sale. Generally, they've been on Wednesday. Nice. Being a slacker pays off, Kim. Procrastination. Haven't placed your new catalog pre-order. That's also who it's aimed at, right? So, and I think they know that, I think they know that sometimes. Now, the only thing I'm going to warn about is that they said that because the price of shipping has increased, the increment increased on what the free shipping will be attached to. So I think normally it was free shipping with a $50 order. I know, Kathleen. It makes sense. I get it. It's all math. It's business, but anyway, they did not tell us what the increment would be, but they did warn us about that.
Has anyone had trouble with receiving shipments? Because I have. I've two orders of mine that were supposed to arrive this week. One is like lost and the other one was sent back to Stamping Up, which really pissed me off.
That's not good.
I was just wondering if
Why
anybody
was it
else had
sent
trouble with
back?
shipping, or
Yeah,
if it's
what
my
happened?
Yeah,
No.
usually
carrier.
they'll like
I
try to
don't know.
redeliver.
I just was glad I was paying attention because it was my customer's order that got shipped back to Stamping Up on Saturday. It was supposed to arrive like on Friday. That's
Not good. That's
the Stamping Up's already resending that one. I'm still waiting on my pre-order. And that is the one that they are researching now, whether or not they can track down the shipment. It was on a truck to come to the house, or resend me a new one.
Oh God.
And I have yet to get my pre-order to play with it or show it off or do anything else. It's been been a lousy 3 days with USPS. That's the other thing. UPS starts it and then they hand it off to USPS, and that's where I'm having trouble.
Yeah, so I haven't had that issue. I placed my pre-order really early though, and I did the like
I
2 day
did it at
shipping.
1:30 in the morning before they technically
I
released it.
know, I know.
And it
That's
still
weird.
didn't get shipped out till 4/7.
But I think that because so many people did 2 day shipping, so what happens is those get tagged and they get pulled faster. And that's what I figured out is that that's why like we're getting them so much faster.
Yeah, it just
So
makes it
I know.
painful when you're paying,
I
I
know.
mean, you know, increase in shipping, and now I got 2 orders that,
Yeah, I haven't had any of that happen to me or anyone else I know. So, and I haven't heard a lot about it in this, there hasn't been anything about it in the leaders group either. So, having it delivered to a USPS store. Yeah, UPS.
I don't know how you
store.
do that. I mean, I don't get to dictate who takes care of the shipping.
So no, like if you go into if you use like the tracking and you have like a UPS account, you can then like ask them to like deliver a certain day, or like you can pay extra, right, to have it delivered a certain day, have it delivered to the UPS store. I think having it delivered to the UPS store is like $5 or $6, and then having it delivered to change the actual delivery day is like $10 or $11. But at least if you have it delivered to the UPS store, like USPS doesn't have to step in at all.
I don't know why USPS has to step in, period. It would have
Yeah,
got to my door had it UPS.
I've only heard of that with Paper Pumpkin. I've never heard of that with.
I got another order with USPS and it made it to my mailbox. Everything's coming to my mailbox. I think the carrier was lazy and didn't deliver the packages.
Yeah, that's certainly
said, yes, well, because I have ours is not a designated carrier. They switch off every several weeks. So apparently they put a big note on the damn truck to deliver the packages. Yeah, they said my address didn't exist. That was the excuse, because I got the exception notification.
Yeah, but usually when USPS does that to me, they then deliver it like the next day. Because I've gotten like exceptions where they're like an animal blocked like the mailbox, and I'm like, there are no animals there that would block the mailbox.
Oh my god!
Or they'd be like, your delivery address doesn't exist, and I'm like, you deliver mail here every day.
I know.
But then they deliver it like a day or two later.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten it. It was supposedly.
Did you file a complaint with UPS as well?
No, that's a good idea, because I was so torqued.
Yeah, I would file it with them
tracking
too.
to work on UPS either. I'm like,
mine came a day late, but when I was tracking it, it said that there was mechanical failure on the van.
wow.
That was my reason.
I mean, I'm sorry, but there seems to be
that's 3 of us who can come up with,
random excuses. I know. They just pick one. They're like, why didn't I feel like delivering this today? That one,
Yeah, I think mine basically was the carrier was probably new because they're hiring like crazy apparently. And they didn't want to deliver to the houses.
Yeah, we definitely
fit in the box.
Right. We definitely have that
bigger box.
Yeah. We definitely have that out here. Is that the one consistent person does a great job, but anytime I don't see their car, I'm like, oh Lord, God only knows where that package is going to end up. And we've had a ton that have been delivered to other houses. So like
mine hasn't even showed if it's delivered, even if it went to a wrong house. Neither one.
That stinks. Well, I'm sorry. So creativity now.
So you were talking about free shipping.
Free shipping. Yes. So we're going to have a free shipping. Thank you for that.
Which I really don't think mine's going to go very well, but that's okay.
Hey, but if there's anything that you need, I mean, I always think free shipping is a good time to, get your supply items. I know, I ordered a bunch of paper and now I need envelopes. Like I'm never equal. And I had like 27,000 note cards. Now I have no note cards. It's magical. Magical how that happens. So, Anyway, and I wanted to do a project with the senior center this week with note cards. And I'm like, well, I guess we're doing full size. Great. So a good opportunity to stock up, a good opportunity for those. Definitely look at your team members and see, you know, who hasn't placed an order. If you know they're going to place an order soon, maybe say like, hey, hold off until free shipping day. Or if you know some customers who are going to place an order, you know, let them know like, hey, there's a free shipping day coming soon. You know, we don't know when, but I'll definitely let you know, you know, and that's a nice service to have. I also will attempt to edit the name of this, but I added the Better Your Best party for Q2 into our group. I put it in the newsletter as well. So you can earn a seat at the Better Your Best party one of 4 ways. And I need to edit the event though, because apparently I can't spell the word party and I can't get dates right. And now I can't even, like, it says the page isn't available right now. So, you know, give me a day on that and I will edit all that and it will be right as rain. But we also have a couple of other events from Stampin' Up coming, and then the paper pumpkin kit. So the paper pumpkin kit for this month, so you have until May 10th, we'll have all 5 of the new in colors. So if you're not sure about them and you're like, I'd like to see them before I make a decision, it will have 2 cards of all 5 colors. So you'll get 10 cards total, which is nice. The other thing you'll get is the, it has gold accents on it, and it also has 10 pockets that are ombre to each of all 5 in colors for a gift card insert, which is really cute. You could insert them on any cards you have. It's like literally just this cute little pocket that you can like put on the inside of a card, and it has like a little tab, you know, that folds behind. But they're really cute. And so just wanted to put that out there. You don't have to use them with those cards. You could use them on any other card. And then there's also a golden ticket. There are 200 golden tickets. The 200 golden tickets are, you'll actually have to open up your paper pumpkin kit and see if you find it. I know, haha. And it's for a $25 shopping spree, which is really nice. So, and then I'm going to run a similar promotion with my customers. So if they order paper pumpkin, I'm going to do the same thing just because, you know, 200, the odds are low, but you know, odds are much higher in my team, you know, on my group. So, and then the 2 big events coming up that are in person are Backstage and OnStage. And although they feel like miles and miles away, they'll be here before we know it. Backstage is for Silver Elite and above demonstrators. We have Sarah is Silver Elite. I know a few other people have been working on Silver and Silver Elite, but I just wanted to mention it. It is in New Orleans in August. It could not be at a worse time in New Orleans, but whatever, it'll be hot and fun and it will be fine. We'll eat good food. It'll be fine. Sounds like they've got some great presenters lined up. But then OnStage, we'll have local events around the US, and there'll be one in Arlington, Texas, which is nice because that'll be close to us, for us in Texas. And I know there'll be a couple of other locations that are kind of close, like ish, maybe geographically. Not so much, but whatever. At that point, if you're flying, you're flying, you're doing it. Remember, OnStage Local is just on Saturday. So it's not, you know, you could fly in on a Friday night and get up, and you could fly home on a Saturday night if you wanted to. But for those that are here in Texas, we are most likely going to get a house in Arlington. We're probably going to end up getting 2 houses because I think we're going to have enough people interested to come and stay. We'll come in on Friday. You come whenever you want, and then we'll go out on Sunday. So we'll have 2 nights at the house. There's not a ton in Arlington, and I'm trying to get Stampin' Up to tell me where in Arlington it's going to be. Anyway, I'm trying to get a better echolocation on everything.
There's a baseball stadium. There's a baseball stadium in Arlington.
I know there is. And I kind of chuckled because I was like, are we doing it at the baseball stadium? Like, what what
Go
would I
Rangers.
like? I know. I was like, I don't understand. Like, what's in Arlington? Like last time they did it at the stockyards at Fort Worth, and that kind of made, I mean, a little more sense. I mean, not much, but a little. So I don't know. I thought that was really weird, but anyway, they could be doing it at a hotel. I don't know. But generally, the house is cheaper and honestly more fun than being in a bunch of hotel rooms. So I'll post more about that as we get closer to the event. And if you want to participate, I'll probably have one house for us, and then I'll have like Darlene or somebody in Candy's group book another house for like the other, you know, part of the team. But we've got enough local folks that I think we'll fill a house or two or three, who knows? There was one house that fit like 18 people, but it looked dicey. I don't know. And it had never been rented before. And it looked a little like, it was a little pimp. It had like, there was a lot of marble. And I know, I was like, maybe not. It was an interesting abode though. I'm always intrigued by how, it's like house hunting for me, you know, like I enjoy my Airbnb designated captain role on our team. So it's fun for me. Okay, so for next month, I'm gonna have you guys show me your projects and stuff, and we'll do some door prize drawings. For next month, so we have the In Color Challenge is running through the end of this month. So you have until the end of April to get the In Color Challenge. Jill's definitely gonna need it. I know, it's so sad. And I just want to say that I was going to show you guys this because on my Facebook Live the other night, I was making the cute little In Color bookmark, and I decided to stamp off and do like first and second generation stamping. Here, let me spotlight. I don't have a ton to spotlight tonight, but spotlight for everyone, sure. But I really liked showing the stamped off, like the second and third generation stamping, because I think it shows you that like, yes, these are bright colors, but even stamped off, they are lovely and definitely still, you know, pack some punch. And I really do like the Orchid Oasis. I'm jamming on our new purple for sure. So I like it a lot. The Starry Sky is really cool. I think that it's just got a lot more depth than like even Night and Navy. So I think there's some really, like, I think it's a really pretty color. And I like all blues. So Tahitian Tide, you're right there, buddy. But I know Candy's like losing her mind over Parakeet Party because Lemon Lime Twist was like her favorite like green of all times. So, just thought I would give a shout out for our current challenge that we're doing right now. Next month, we'll have a trio challenge. It'll just be #send3, and it's just make and send 3 cards. So we can all do that, I'm sure. Show us the cards before you send them though. And then I'd like to do a hostess challenge, you know, with summer comes, like some of us get really busy in summer, but some people have extra time in the summer. Teachers, especially, Melissa, I was thinking about you, you know, it's an opportunity for teachers to get some crafting done, take a little bit of time for themselves. I know like some of the moms that I was talking to were so excited for the summer because their kids are going to be away at summer camp, and they're like, yes, we can do a party at my house, you know? So the getting hostesses will be our challenge next month. You don't have to have the hostess party then, but just like, you know, can you identify somebody who might want to be a hostess? And it could be booked over the summer. So it doesn't have to actually occur next month because May is always really busy. And then next month, we're going to do values in action. I'll send out a little link for that. If it's been a while since you've taken the values in action, or if you've never taken this before, the values in action is a free online quiz survey that gives you, a personalized picture on yourself and understanding your best qualities. One reason I like doing the VIA with everyone on the team is because then it gives me an idea of everybody's good qualities and how everybody works together and how like we see like people taking on leadership roles and doing different things on the team. And so so I'll send out a little bit more details about that, but it's free and it takes 15 minutes. If you've taken it recently, you don't have to retake it. If you don't remember, you can try logging in. I'm sure there's a password. You could reset your password and see if you find it, or you could just take it again and it would be okay. I know a few of you on the team, we did this a few years back, and it's very eye-opening. So I'll have you send me your values and then I'll put them on a chart, and then we'll be able to see everybody's all together, and it's kind of cool to see everybody's on the team. So so I'll send out a little note about that, and we'll get everybody to do that. Okay. So, oh, goodness gracious. All right. And then Terry, I know you were going to present about some Vellum stuff, but I didn't tell you ahead of time. And I know you're still getting settled. Will you be able to do Vellum for us next month? Your best Vellum tips and tricks? Yay, awesome. So that's good. We've got some new Vellum in the new catalog. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's tiny. My hands are not this big. So this is the new Lovely Layers Vellum. They kept our old Vellum. I was really worried that they were going to take it away. But this Vellum, I'm just trying to find my scissors. Okay, well, cool. Let's see. This Vellum's a little different. So it has some printed pieces, but it also has some blank pieces. And I kind of like it, only because in terms of storage and in terms of like, you know, knowing what to do with a piece of vellum, it's nice to just kind of be cut and ready for you right on your card front. So there's, I'll pull out. So there's blank pieces, and then there's a few pieces in the front. Most of it's blank actually. There's, let's see, we get maybe 5 sheets, I think. Yeah. So 5 sheets with this. There's like this really cool circle that you could use on a card. There's 5 sheets of this, which is almost like an ombre mountainy kind of look. I like it. I was digging it for some of those nature cards. Then there's 5 sheets that have kind of like polka dots on the edges. So that's nice, kind of a neat way to like highlight a sentiment or image in the middle of a card. And then there's 5 pieces of the jungly looking stuff. So kind of goes with the prints. So this is an interesting, it's an interesting pack of vellum. We've never had anything like it. And you know, I think it's interesting. I'll try to probably use a little bit of it before, Terry, before you present next month, and then I can show off a couple of ideas with this vellum. But all your good vellum tips and tricks, right? So, because you're good at using vellum. So, okay, so we'll do some door prizes, and we'll have you guys show off your projects. So let me see, let me close this. Let me go back to gallery. Anybody have a project they want to show off? Let's see, Terry.
I have a couple.
Yeah.
Trying to use up some old stuff and make way for my room. So last year we had this the card pack, Memories and More. So with the exception of the heart, I did dig in my stash. I created this. Let's see. So all that is white cardstock, and I rounded the corners and stuck one of the Memories and More cards on the front. And then I had those old wooden.
Oh yeah, I remember those wooden things.
So if you kind of see.
Yeah, you colored them.
Yeah, I put on, I only have the need of one arm, right? So when I color my hair, I have an extra glove. And I use that, I hold that in my hand and I just smudge it in the ink. So I have a couple of those. And then I think that this punch is on sale.
Yeah,
I think
I'm so sad
underrated.
about that.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
underrated. So this makes, when you're layering, this makes a really great, well, it looks really classy
Fancy.
in Old
It
English
is.
almost.
Yes.
So I got that. Again, I used an old butterfly from the sets and I just colored it up. And then this is my cheater card, but it is still from the Memories and More card set. Again, trying to use up some old stuff. I had a butterfly, but I mean,
Oh,
it worked really well with the set.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
Nice.
capturing that right.
Yeah.
So I got that. And then, can I cheat a little bit? I mean, I did something with one of my, I made an extra square or two of my swap. Can I
Mm-hmm.
bring that forward?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I made extra so that I could make some really cute cards. They always turn out fabulous. But this was my 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Where's my sign? 3
Cute.
1/4 by 3 1/4. And you know, all that dimension, it really makes it pop. So
Mhm.
if you don't like using them as a sampler, you can always use them as a card. Yeah. And you use up a big chunk of your paper.
Love it.
Yeah, we can't be paper hoarders.
Trying not to be. Trying not to be. All right. So lovely job. Who else has a little thing they want to share?
I'll share.
Yeah, Melissa, let me
Well,
spotlight you.
today-
Hold on.
Today was organize my craft room day. And so I came across all these little like scraps. And so what I'm going to do is I looked up this class plan up online and I'm going to use the scraps to make cards like that.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm using that. And then one more project I had worked on today was organizing all of my cardstock scraps. Here it is.
Yay.
So that was my project today.
That's awesome. Yes, this is that time of year where you really have to, get a handle on what you've got and what you don't have. And yes, when I cleaned out the punches, I was sad. So, but
What
good.
is the
Awesome.
class plan paper that you showed?
The class plan, let me fold it so you can see it better. It's the Season's Blessings bundle.
It's from that bundle focus, that monthly
Yes.
bundle focus where they give us like card ideas.
So they
Ah,
give you ideas and they give you all the measurements
Ah,
underneath. But it's perfect for strips that you might have.
nice.
is that in the print lab?
It
It's
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
Bundle focus, I think.
Bundle.
Yes. So if you go to business resources, it's in the middle column at the top and it says bundle focus.
Oh,
And if you click on it, I'll show you.
never seen that.
Yeah, share screen. So bundle focus. So they talk a little bit about what it is and how you can use it. So originally it was designed to like give you an easy class so that you wouldn't have to prep or think. But Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we're not really good at that. We like to put our own spin on stuff.
Wow.
So if you go back, so they try to keep it only current stuff. So if there's an old one in here that might retire, you might want to download it now before it retires because they're probably going to clean this out at the end of the month. So there's a Butterfly Brilliance, which is carrying over. Quiet Meadow, the strawberries are going away. The Evergreen Elegance. The Inspired Thoughts, I have a feeling they'll probably take this one away just because they're taking the dies away. The Season's Blessings, the Turtle Friends, the Ladybug is in here, Color and Contour, and Daffodil Daydream was in there as well. And then Grassy Grove and Flowering Tulips. What's cool about it is that you get like a bundle of stuff. So there's like guides and flyers. So they have like sample recipes. There's actually a lot in here. There's shareable images. So they have them all like individual. So you could like use these. I mean, and this is meant to be like plan your class, be done,
Wow.
Yeah. And like they have the whole class plan in here. So you can literally like print this out and give this to your customers and like there you go, like designed and cut and ready for you.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. They've been trying to figure out whether they want to continue doing it because I think they haven't had as many demonstrators downloading it as they wanted. And I think they thought that everyone was going to take advantage of it. And there's even a video now, which is new. They didn't have that in the beginning. And then the project ideas, they've got like a bundle focus for each. They've got a Pinterest board for each one. Yeah, which is really cool. So definitely go check out the bundle focus.
That's
They
cool.
needed to promote that more because all of us are going, oh, wow.
I know, I've never seen it.
Yeah, and they, they talk about it in the updates and they'll mention it and, it'll go out. Like, I think they did an email about it recently. But, there's so much noise. It's hard to draw out everything. So,
Wow.
yeah. So thank you, Melissa, for that. And it looks like they're going to have one for Let's Set Sail, which is,
I mean,
is that the one with the punch, or is that which bundle is that? I don't think it's the new.
No, it's the one that had the matching paper when it came out. It has the nautical rope, the lighthouse, the sailboat in the sunset.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I got it right here.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what you got? Hold on. Stop sharing. Yeah, so bundle focus. Yay. Good. Anybody else have anything that they
I'm on the same track as everybody else, like get rid of my scraps and use up all my old stuff. And I'm making Mother's Day cards right now. So let me see if I can share some of these.
Oh yeah, whenever you blur, it always makes it a little harder.
It's hard.
It's okay. We can see your mess. I promise.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No.
parts of it.
What are you using for the Mother's Day greeting?
So this one is you're every good thing. And then I just have a little happy Mother's Day thing on the inside. Let me see if I can get my stuff off here.
Oh yeah, you're blurred.
I'll go on to somebody else and I'll try to get rid of my background.
Okay,
Well,
sounds good.
I know we had a paper pumpkin not too long ago that said, maybe it was last year even, but it did say Happy Mother's Day. We don't have a lot of that.
We have Happy Mother's Day is in the it's in the sentiment set that is carrying over that I've been using so much. Celebrating you.
Okay.
It has Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, Easter.
There's also one on the Daffodil Daydream. There's
Mhm.
one there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although daffodils isn't carrying over, right?
I think it is. I thought it was.
Oh, it might be.
I can check.
Yeah, can you check?
I think so.
I might have pulled it out prematurely.
Just maybe not the guys.
Yep, it's there. Daffodil Daydreams on page 21.
Move it down into the coming over category.
Yep, and the dies are too.
Okay.
Thank you, Melissa.
You're welcome.
One more set gets to live another day. Awesome. This is what happens to me is I have to recheck my stacks. Like I always I make a stack and I pull stuff out and then I have to make it and then I check it again and maybe check it a third time. So, ooh, is your blur off?
My blur is off now. Let's see if
Blur is
this
Wow.
works.
Oh yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's
And then
I love the
the
butterfly.
yeah, and then the Mother's Day is
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
That's a good sentiment.
yeah, and then this one.
Happy
So
Mother's
this I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's lavender and green. You're beyond
Oh.
incredible. And then same little thing on the inside.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cute.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
it may be a competitor stamp, but and then this was a leftover of a paper pumpkin, and I just
Oh,
did
yeah.
a little embossing on the back, and then this
Oh yeah, this is nice.
yeah. So
It's a great sentiment.
just a couple of my Mother's Day cards. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's awesome. I sent out quite a few Easter cards, more than I've ever probably sent before. So I was excited. Good. That's awesome. Thanks, Anne. Anyone else have some crafty creations to share?
It's
Yeah, I
or-
don't necessarily have a project per se, but an organizational tip.
Love it.
I saw this on the Paper Pumpkin Demonstrator Connection Facebook page. Someone was asking about how to organize ink spots, and I decided to take one for the team and get a case of Ferrero Rocher.
I saw this.
you're
Everyone was
welcome.
like, oh my gosh. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, does this mean we get to try all the chocolate boxes to see which one to
Correct.
fit?
Yeah. So I haven't put my ink spots in it because I just finished the box, but supposedly they do fit in really well. Here's one just as an example.
Oh, can you
so-
highlight her?
Yes. Sorry.
We could see. That'd be
Okay.
awesome.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
I'm
goodness
very
just-
curious about this box. Oh, wow.
so it's got this beautiful like dimension to it.
Yeah.
And what's great is that you're supposed to keep the ink spots upside down to keep the life out of them. And so this way you can actually see what's upside down. Whereas
Yeah.
other people maybe use like the Tim Holtz storage metal bins, but they're covered on
Metal.
one side. So
Yeah.
you can't see it. And then you have to figure out like, are you going to like stamp something on the inside of it? And that seems like a lot of work. So yeah, so I took one for the team and got 2 of those bad boys. You're welcome.
Good job.
So
Follow
do
me
you
for
use
more life hacks.
Yeah. Do you use the bottom and the top or just the top?
Both.
I'm not 100% sure. I can, if you can disable sharing screen, Melissa, I can show you what inspired the inspiration
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Let's see. I shall do that here.
I just threw
Event
2 of those
sharing
boxes away.
options. Well, that was a
Oh.
mistake.
You're gonna
Go-
have to get some
Go dig
more.
in the trash, girl.
Yeah, well, like just means last week, but yeah, I did.
Take it.
Okay, there. Yes, I
Okay.
saw this conversation and people were like, oh, darn, that means I have to go and eat a bunch of chocolates. Yeah.
Can you guys see
Look
that?
at
Yes.
Doesn't that look beautiful? Like it
Yeah.
makes my little OCD heart so happy.
What's on the sticker?
I
mean,
think
what-
they just put their name on it because it's really hard to get the Ferrero Rocher that's already on
Okay.
the box off. So they
Oh,
just
that's
covered it,
good.
which
Yeah.
I mean, you can easily do, right? You can put your
Yeah,
logo
for
on there or
sure.
just whatever your
No,
heart
it
pleases.
don't come off. That's why I got rid of the boxes. I couldn't get it
Oh,
off. I did
Yeah.
Yeah, you
undo,
just
I
do
did-
an oval die cut.
they just
and
covered it
you're
up.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Smart.
So-
That is cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that a really hard plastic or whatever? That
It's like an acrylic plastic. The
Acrylic,
only thing that
okay.
you want to make sure of is that it is closed on all 4 sides, because when I was opening and tasting the goods inside of it that originally came with, I noticed that if I didn't have it completely secure and I reached very high on my cabinet, they would all fall down. So make sure that it's closed on all 4 sides. There's no like locking or closing mechanism. When
Yeah.
you buy it, there's like a gold strip around all of it, just like
Mm.
securing it. And so you
Mhm.
take that off. But if it's just being placed on top of something else, I mean, I think
Yeah.
it would be fine. So just make
What's
sure
the-
before you
Oh, that's
rotate it.
good.
What's the
Cool.
dimensions of the box, Kathleen?
I will figure that out. I threw away the little insert, so I'm not sure. I don't
Mm,
even know if the insert would have said it. I'll find it and I will
Okay.
let you know.
I'd like to know if it would fit in this one cabinet I have is where I'd like to put it. So
Okay.
awesome.
I mean, like this is what it compares to with the catalog. So I would say it's
8.5 by
8.5 by
9.
9, or
Yeah.
it actually might be a
Mhm.
perfect square. It might be 8.5 by 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Good to know.
comparison to a catalog.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool.
just in case
Uh,
you guys need a chocolate fix, I mean, there's more than just the chocolate. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a bonus.
Always bonus projects. Yeah, that thread was by far one of the funniest threads I've seen in a while. Everybody got really excited. Patsy, did you have something to share?
Well, I'm working on cutting out things to work on at my sister's.
Oh yeah.
And so I got the DSP the new. So
Mm.
I'm trimming things down to put together cards when I'm over there in Arizona.
Mhm.
So that's right now. Of course, our class with you with our sampler was the most recent thing
Mhm.
that we did. Do
So I
have any-
ended up, sorry, I put a bite in my mouth and that was a bad idea. My very sweet daughter made me dessert.
Aw,
It was very
Oh,
sweet and delivered it to my office. But it had a very large Oreo in it.
perfect.
And I'm now trying to eat that. Goodness gracious.
well, while there's a slight lull and Patsy's off looking for something, I had a girlfriend stop by and she lives just north of Paducah, Kentucky. And for those of you who are quilters, you know that that is the big show of the year. And it's 4 hours south of me. And she says, I got a girl. And she's going to get me into the show.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we don't know yet, but I sent her a sample, you know, home with her today, and we'll see. I don't know if I'll be actually in the big convention center or if I'll be in town at a larger store. So I'm kind of excited about that. I don't want to count my chickens yet, but that's a biggie around here.
When is it?
Okay.
Oh gosh, I was so excited, I forgot to ask. I just said yes.
That's my Terry. That's my Terry.
Hey, I saw dollar signs. You know how that goes.
That's hilarious. I will say I put the samplers up for sale on my business page, and there's quite a few people who are like, "Oh, I really like that," or "Oh, that would make," or "Oh, that that paper is nice for a scrapbook page I'm working on. Like that's a neat layout." Or I was excited that people got inspiration. Some were demonstrators, but some were customers, and for scrapbooking too, which is great. And then I sold one. I actually sold the tulip one. And so you just never know, right? Who's watching that day, and yeah, and who might want it. So just FYI. So
Yeah.
who else? Elena, did you have something to show?
Yeah. Well, I had a couple more in color cards and then an Easter and a Mother's Day. But if you went on the website, you already saw these.
Those are pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, those teacups.
I know, they're so cute.
And then I made two more. I did a bottle because I had the bottle.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm liking that more and more I see it.
pretty.
Thank you.
Cute.
And I did the ladybug.
Cute.
And
Those are
this,
adorable.
it's neat how the script kind of, you could put it like I did, put it
It
together.
connects.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I made up some simple Easter cards. I cased this from Julie Davidson, if you follow her.
Yeah,
So
that's sweet.
Nice.
very simple. And then this was on Mother's Day. Just
Oh,
Really
that's pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah,
that's all for now.
very nice. Good job.
I have something non-stamping up.
Well, I don't know.
That's something
It
half
involved my
stamping up.
son. It involved my son.
Okay, I'll spotlight
So-
you.
He wanted us to work on a dice holder for Dungeons and Dragons. We bought this dang book and Mod Podge, all in here. And then we proceeded to cut out the middle of the book. We haven't finished it yet. There's going to be a piece of foam here and his dice will sit in here. And I got to do a little bit of touch up. And then he's got a dice book and you can just put it on the shelf.
That's amazing.
Why that's so important, I have no bloomin' clue. I need to hide the dice, but he was very impressed with the book he selected, which
Nice.
has like this little dragon thing on the back. So
That's
I mean,
pretty cool.
It was fun to do it together. We laughed and giggled a lot. And then we were like, man, we really need an X-Acto knife. But
Yeah, I was gonna
you
say,
know,
what'd you
box
use?
cutter kind of really just beat the crap out of it.
I was gonna say, yeah, it
was
ate it.
and Maj Podge. I thought, God, I feel like I'm sniffing glue, you know?
That's
That was the
Um,
Easter weekend project in my house.
wow. Cutting that out.
Oh,
Jill, I would just call
crafting.
that a deckled edge, Jill, just a deckled edge.
Deckled edge, box cutter edge.
I,
Anybody else?
I actually, my big project this past month was making a 50s doll tag for a 70th birthday party. And so I don't know if
wow.
you've seen the doll tags, but this is what it is. It's all paper piecing.
See?
That's so cool.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow.
So that took me a couple weeks because I just did it a little bit here and a little bit there.
Yeah.
So if you know the
Really cool.
Julie Nutting dolls, I used 3 different dolls to make this doll.
Wow.
Aw.
And then I got a stamp set online that had 50 stuff and stamped and colored and cut out and all that. So anyway, since we were showing other things.
You know, I wonder if Julie Nutting did not inspire us to do those last 2 stamp sets that we had. Remember the lady who had the interchangeable gifts and Christmas trees and presents?
Uh-huh. And
I
Yeah.
thought that they were inspired by Julie Nutting, N-U-T-T-I-G.
That's funny. Anybody else have? Want to make sure everybody has a chance.
I've got something.
Kim, what you got?
Alright,
Spotlight.
so it's not a card, but I did use some Stampin' Up product.
Mm.
So here you go.
Ooh.
So it's watercolor pencils and then like the embellishments. I think these are from
That's
a
the
recent
pearls.
paper pumpkin that I had left over. So
Wow.
Did you
Beautiful.
do that with the watercolor pencils, those lines?
Very
no,
artistic.
so like those brown lines are calligraphy ink, but the
Okay.
coloring in the flowers are watercolor pencils.
Okay. Because I was
And then
like,
the
going,
little butterfly
girl,
is also a watercolor pencil.
be like, my pencil don't do that.
Are you gonna frame it?
I don't know. So I was thinking of making it into a card, and then I also did that too.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, same thing. Watercolor pencils. I added gold in this. This one's not done yet. And then the same embellishments too.
Wow. That's
So
beautiful.
And then I made my square, which I mailed to you today, Melissa.
Yay. It's okay. I realized like April came a little fast.
Yep, it came in
April-
hot.
I know. April 10th came and I was like, oh, it's the 10th. Oh. I was like, oh, paper pumpkin deadline. Oh dear. I mean, it was like this month really. Yeah, it came in fast. I was like, okay, we're doing it. It's okay. Like we got there. So I saw a note. Sarah's aunt, Kathleen, she passed away.
Did she get there
yeah.
in time?
I don't
Oh.
I don't think that she did.
Oh, because she was telling me about it the other night and glad she was going.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, she said we left early. My aunt was in the hospital, cancer recurrence. She passed away today. So maybe she did. Maybe she was able to get
She
out.
passed
in
away
time.
today, as in Monday.
This was on, hold on. I'm really having a hard time keeping track of the days. If Saturday, she passed away Saturday.
They left Thursday. They might have made it. I don't know.
They might have made it. So, and then I know Rhonda couldn't come tonight either because her husband's brother is not doing well. And so I know we've just, the season of loss is so
Too
hard.
much.
I know. So just, keep all of our peoples in your prayers. If they're not coming to meetings or you're not seeing them on the page, it's probably because they're going through some stuff. So got a lot going on. So okay. I think we got everybody, and I made lots of little tickets for participation and coming to the meeting. And I shall draw prizes. Okay, so let me tell you what we've got for prizes. Let me organize myself. So I know not everybody gets paper pumpkin, but I get 2. And so I have an extra. I need to kind of put something behind this. This is that extra stamp set that came with this month's paper pumpkin, the March one. And it has like the flowers and it's got some really nice sentiments. It says celebrate, best wishes, sending you birthday wishes, and time to celebrate. I will download and print for whoever I send this to. There's an insert for a case. And I'll print that for you as well, just so that you can, if you wanted to put it in a clear mount case or whatever you could. It's a pretty sizable stamp set, like it's bigger than a normal paper pumpkin stamp set. So this is one item to give away. And then I have some pastel pearls, which I kind of thought that's what you were using on your project, Kim. And then I've got some rhinestone waves, because even though they're gone, they're still gorgeous. And then I've got 2 of the bags. These are the sandwich bags that we had at my Charleston retreat that Kim gives the thumbs up. You don't have to use them for your sandwich. You can use them for whatever you like to use them for. And then I also have an assortment of ribbon that feels wasteful. They're brand new, so they're all cellophane, but they come from like bundles. So like this is the Misty Moonlight twine that has the silver. This is the black and white twine from the Playful Pets. This is the mint macaron checkered, and this is the pale papaya. So they're brand new packages, but they're just, independent rogue dudes. So here we go. Drawing names, making it happen. All right, here we go. First person, Kim.
Oh my gosh, so much pressure.
Hold on.
Nice.
I might be able to I don't have my camera going, like my other camera going today.
No worries. I am a sucker for rhinestones.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Look, I can make this happen. I could even spotlight myself. Ooh, choose background spotlight. All right, cool. And Wiser, what would you like?
I think, will you hold up the paper pumpkin stamp kit?
Yeah. It's so it has like flowers and celebrate, best wishes, time to celebrate, sending you birthday wishes. It's definitely a 2-step stamping,
Yeah.
like you've got.
I'm signing up for that.
Okay. I think that's a good decision. I will get you a case for it too, because that'll keep you organized. All right, let's see. Next person. Melissa Ramirez. What shall it be?
I will take the pearls.
The pearls. Everybody loves pearls. All right. And let me rejigger my little mess here. All right. Let's see. And Jill Moyer.
Ooh, I want a bag, please.
Not surprising. Excellent choice. All right. And then Terry, what would you like?
Oh my, is it 1 ribbon or 5 ribbons?
Well, 1 ribbon. But I might I'll tuck your ribbon in a new case. So I'll get you a new one.
Send me a ribbon, girl.
All right. Which one would you like?
The green one on the end.
Yes, mint macaron. Good choice.
I love you,
right.
Melissa. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
And I love your magic fingers for pulling my name.
I know, right? Kathleen.
Oh, goodness. Let me do the bag.
Yes.
I'm just not a big blue person, but I think I'm gonna like the bag. I mean, I'll think of you as C2C.
When you have because you're going back to the office, you can have your lunch in it. You can have your peanut butter sandwich in there. Excellent.
Okay.
All right.
Great,
she says. Great. Elena.
The pale papaya ribbon.
Pale papaya. It's a pretty color. I'm glad it's carrying over. All
Thank
right.
you.
Let's see. Terry, you
Oh,
might get
get
your
out,
wish.
really?
Multiple
my.
ribbons.
What's that color next to the black and white stripe?
It's Misty Moonlight with white and silver.
Well, no one can have enough Misty Moonlight, white and silver. I'll have all of that.
I
Thank-
agree.
Thank you.
Kathleen, got a preference? Misty Moonlight, black and white?
Black and white.
We'll do dealer's choice. You surprised me.
My goodness gracious, you're so funny. Okay, I'm gonna draw one last name and whatever they want, you get the other thing. Elena.
I love blue.
I love blue, she says. So Kathleen, I will say this black and white twine ties bows like nobody's business. It doesn't roll like other twine. They put
Okay.
some sort of like, I feel like it's got like almost like a plasticky feel, but not like a cheap feel. Anyways, it's sturdy. And so when you tie the bow, it doesn't roll on you. Anyway, it makes me
Okay.
very happy. I'm sad, but it has to go.
Well, I will try that. Thank you.
Should try it. It will be good.
Plus it's like buffalo check, black and white.
I know.
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm such a sucker.
thank you.
So predictable.
It's great. I love that. It makes it easy to, think of you when I go shopping. I'm like, oh, look, Kathleen would like that. Look. Well, so that's where we are. So any questions? I know that now is it's a very busy time, but so we're saying goodbye to the annual catalog in like a week. Hello to the new annual catalog. And then for the month of May will be the catalog mailer for the holiday catalog, which is incredibly bizarre to think of.
Did you say month of May? Okay, I'm writing it down, so I just want to make sure I heard it right.
Yes.
Like what?
I know. I'm so challenged by this. It is going to be okay. We're going to get through this. So, and then we have access to Celebration and holiday catalog June. I mean, it's crazy. Like it's absolutely crazy. Which means we can do Christmas in July and we can have so much fun. I love Christmas. It's just longer for Christmas. I feel a little like Hobby Lobby though. Like it's a little premature, but it's cool. Like we're just gonna lean in. And I do like that for Creativity Now, they picked a set that isn't holiday to work on in June. Like that was wise. And it is, I think, because we're getting that holiday catalog so early, that it's great that we're getting some stuff in there that isn't Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas specific, right? Like, it's nice to have something that isn't a fall holiday. So anyway, it's been some good times. This new calendar is they're paying attention though. So just know that they're not, they will be watching the sales for this new Celebration timing and they will look at it compared to last year and they are paying attention. So if the timing is weird, it's okay. Hopefully they're gonna, listen if it is too tight. But questions?
So
yeah.
So last year it was August.
Last year, it started in August for customers. It was August and September. But the only reason it did is because the product wasn't in. We were having shipping delays.
Right.
So their original intention was to have this timeline.
So will they probably compare last year's versus this? And okay, got it.
Yeah. And sales are definitely down this year. So they knew that. But because we're out of COVID. And so people have other things that they can choose to spend their money on, right? So they have other places they can go, other things they can do. People aren't stuck at home crafting, COVID was actually a bang thing for us. But, so it's interesting, but yes, so that will be the new timing. Terry, you had a question?
Right. To save me some time, can you tell me where I go in order to see what my sales were last year so that I can better my best?
Yes, absolutely. So you'll go to your name, right, to your reports. So you click on your name at the top, you'll click on my reports, and then you'll actually, there's like a date in the upper right hand corner that says April 2022. So you'll just go to April 2021 and you'll
You're-
click go. You'll click.
You're only looking at 1 month, not the quarter.
So we're looking at the quarter. So you'll have to add up 3 quarters.
Okay, okay.
And I will do that manually as well. So when I do it, so. And then Kim, what do you do with all the old catalogs?
Yeah, like I'm cleaning up my craft space and there's a whole shelf of just old catalogs. And I'm like, I can't keep holding on to them. I keep like one for every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm like, it's piling up after a couple years and like 3 catalogs a year. But I don't think people really want you to leave stuff lying around. And then I also don't really go places now that like will leave stuff lying around, or like where it doesn't look obvious that I like left something behind.
Yes, I'm very subtle about it. Like at the doctor's office, I like go to the doctor's office and I go with my arms full and I leave with my arms empty, you know?
Yeah.
I know our YMCA has like a reading section, like, and people put magazines and stuff there. So I'll usually leave some there. And I usually staple that little, like, there's like a little saying, I think it's on the demonstrator planning place of like, this catalog has lots of great inspiration, even though, it might not be current. But I also think that like, you could use the catalog itself for like crafts and stuff. So even like if you wanted to donate them to like a school and they wanted to like cut them up and use them for stuff, I mean, there's probably other stuff that could be upcycled in another way,
Mhm.
So here's my suggestion. I take these that I don't use because I don't have any hostesses and I got a lot of these from people giving them to me. So I fill out the information with my name, and yeah, it's a hostess envelope. On the back, I glued the invitation picture to give it color. And then I had from the website, you can print out these
Yeah, door
door
prize form.
prizes. Right. So if I'm at a show, I hand this out. On the inside is also a recruiting catalog. But in your case, you're not at a show. I would take this off and I would put on the inside your catalog. And on my catalogs, I write, this catalog is no longer active, but it's got some really great ideas. Contact me. And then I glued my business card onto the front of the catalog. So what I would recommend is that you just pack those catalogs up. You don't have to have an envelope if you don't want. It's just a place for them to store it so that they don't throw it all away right away. And I just go, and I do this at every show now. I just go to every vendor, tell them my name, what I'm doing, would love to have them look at my catalog. If they want a new one, they can contact me. And I don't feel bad that I've lost the catalog. It's still a business tool. And if they're smart, they'll start writing down there's also a wish list inside of my catalog. And so if they're smart, they'll hold on to this and they'll think about it. And that's more than what you had when you walked in the door.
Yeah, I mean, I usually just keep them in the car. So like I just keep like a box in the car because if I have them at home, I'm not going to remember them, right? But if I take all these retired catalogs and I throw them in my trunk and I put that sticker, that note on the front that says like, hey, this catalog might be expired, but the ideas are still fabulous. Then if I do go to the doctor's office, I'll grab 2 or 3. Or if I do go, into a lobby or a waiting room or somewhere where I think like it wouldn't be super weird for me to drop them. I have definitely walked into places and walked right out with them as well. Like I've been like, and that would have been awkward, like, you gotta, make a call in the moment, but there are also plenty of places that there's nothing good to read and, there's just people sitting around waiting. So,
Do you only do that with the annual catalog, or do you guys do that with like the celebration and the mini catalog?
Yes.
Celebration, I don't do it with Celebration.
Not Celebration, but I do it with the mini, and I
The-
do it with the regular. But
Yeah,
really,
Celebration I just recycle.
but I will reiterate that if you want to get rid of this stuff in one swoop, just go to a small church craft show. There's a bunch of people there. They're all crafty. They're all trying to make a buck, and just put your smile on, and you're gonna look fabulous. And just love on them and give them a catalog. I mean, there's no guilt.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's free, and what they do with it, right? Like, inshallah, right? Like, it can go with God, as my mother would say, like it's, so I don't know. I mean, I definitely don't, I recycle my Celebration, but I always find a place for mine. And I'm staring at 3 boxes right now because I had a couple of people who were recruits who gave me their catalogs. And at one point I needed catalogs and now I don't, clearly. And so like the other night we had our little club in the neighborhood, and I gave everyone an annual catalog. One lady's like, I have one. I was like, great, here's one for your daughter. I was like, please take another one for the love of God, so but I would say very rarely have I recycled those. I think I try to find a place, but the Y has been a good place. Like Gems, I don't know, our Y, there's always like old folks hanging out, drinking coffee. So, it's less gem, more connection-y, right? But there's definitely, I love the dude who drinks coffee and just monitors the coffee levels. Pretty sure he's never worked out a day in his life. But man, he is a member of the Y. And he is there every morning at 9 a.m. To watch me go Zumba. But he's funny. That's a good question. So, especially in this transition point when you're trying to clean out and clear out, so.
Let us know what you do, though. Be interesting.
We'll do.
You have I think in the beginning I felt bad, and then I realized like, it's not bad to leave someone something that could, make them excited, and, and it's better than recycling it, so. Other questions about this very interesting transition time for us all?
Melissa, when is the Creativity Now session?
June 18th at 5 p.m. Central. I wrote it on my calendar. So 6 p.m. Eastern. And it's supposed to go for 4 hours. So we're going to party hard. I don't know if I can handle 4 hours of crafting.
Well, Melissa, we're doing all the same things we used to do. Why does it feel like it's on top of each other?
It got bumped up. So normally the annual catalog and the mini catalog would quit at the same time. And then, so that was one transition. Now they've split it. So it's 2 transitions, which each feel equally painful. And then they took the fall catalog, which normally would come out to customers in September, and they've bumped it up not to August, but to July, right? And the reason they did that is because summer is a low sales time for Stampin' Up, which makes sense. We're all very busy. We're off doing things. We're gallivanting. We're whatever, So their idea was, let's do a celebration in the summer. So they picked the 2 slowest times of the year sales-wise, January, February, makes sense, post-holidays, and then July and August when everybody's out and about. Last year, for me, it just so happened that August and September was really good because everybody was back in September. And so people were like ready to hear about holiday crafting, I think, in September. I think it's going to be a little bit harder this year to do it in July and August. But if we do Christmas in July and we, rah it up, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, it's weird. So they basically took one transition, split it into 2, and then took one catalog and moved it up 2 months. And so now we're just in this really topsy-turvy time. So what were the months again for Better Your Best? April, May, June.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, anybody else? Last questions? I'll stop the recording for our friends watching later.